Food in the UK sucks is a statement that you hear quite often. But is it actually that bad? For the next 7 days, I'm gonna be eating, drinking, and exploring London, the UK's biggest city, like the locals do, to answer one question once and for all. Is food actually that bad in the UK? To help me on this gluttony-filled quest, I recruited the help of London local Zafira, who has called London her home for the last 4 years and whose boyfriend I also happen to be. With her and her friends, we will explore the streets of London and see what it's all about. The first restaurant we hit up on this trip was Bao in Soho, a cute little Taiwanese chain with the Michelin Bib Gourmand selling small plates that pack a big punch of flavor. We got the cumin lamb dumplings, the daikon bao, and the shrimp bao. And all of these were quite fantastic. What surprised me most actually was their website, which is unbelievably pretty and probably is something you should definitely check out even if you live nowhere near London.
If Prontos and Lobster had a baby.
In walking these cobble streets, we stumbled upon, in my opinion, a future landmark establishment that sells the best slice of Basque cheesecake you will ever have in your life.
It's the best Basque cheesecake I've ever had in my life. The last time I had it, I passed out.
La Maritxu, a small shop that specializes in and only sells cheesecake, with this being their second ever location. I truly don't have enough good things to say about this place, and I have dreamt about eating it every single day since the first time I had it a year and a half ago. When in London, you have to catch a West End show. We were watching a very long-running musical, The Phantom of the Opera. After the show, we ended up at Old Town 97 for a late-night Chinese to finish our day. We were tired from the adventures of the day, but bellies and hearts full with their whole roasted duck and their specialty fried rice called LSE, specifically made for students who go to LSE, which happens to be nearby. Speaking of hearts and bellies being full, one of the best meals I've had in London was out of this tiny family-owned restaurant called Dapur in Holborn. They sell authentic home-style Malaysian food, serving fixed menu platters with an ever-changing daily menu. Literally everything is happening at the same time. We had rain, pouring rain, and now we have sunshine.
And we'll have rain again in a second.
And we'll have rain again in a second.
We have got
Honey mustard beef.
Delicious hunks of honey mustard ribs.
Ooh,
and we have nasi lemak as our base. So that is like coconut rice and peanuts and anchovies with sambal, which is probably hidden somewhere in there.
With prices being reasonably cheap for London standards, it attracts office workers and students alike, and they also only stay open during weekday lunch hours, often selling out even before their day ends. These roads are actually so tiny, like how do people even drive? So we have found another cheesecake spot. Basically, since this video is turning into a Cheesecake Wars video, we're going to see if La Maritxu gets toppled or not. In my endless pursuit of finding the best cheesecake in London, we visited Honey & Co. Their rise to fame was their honey and feta cheesecake. Okay, so we are at Honey & Co. for one thing and one thing only, and that is their feta... Wait, what is it called? Feta cheesecake?
Feta honey cheesecake.
And it's their feta honey cheesecake. We have heard lots of good things about it, right?
It's very different.
Very different cheesecakes?
Yeah.
This cheesecake was very much so an interpretation of what a Middle Eastern cheesecake would look like. A crispy phyllo base instead of graham crackers, topped with mint, honey, and feta. It is very good. It's giving more baklava or like kunafa.
Yeah, but
It's just like big kunafa energy.
I like the feta.
I barely taste it.
Very subtle, but it's nice and tangy.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. But I have to say, it's no Maritxu. First flat white. It's a darker roast compared to like the fruity ones that I usually like, but it's not bad. It's a lot less milky than a latte. Overall, pretty good. Hello! In the evening, we met up with some friends in Exmouth Market to celebrate our friend Aisha, who passed her law exam and is now a certified solicitor. So everyone better comment congrats Aisha down below. Look at these little people. Exmouth Market has been around since the 1890s for drinks and dinner amongst the locals, with literally dozens of restaurants. And let me tell you, we were riding our luck this trip because we were able to walk in and get a table at the Quality Chop House. I was mind blown by how good the food was here. The fat cap on that steak that we ordered tasted literally like blue cheese because of how well it was aged. And I think that I'm super lucky to be able to experience eating at a place like this because this restaurant has been around since the 1890s. Hello, welcome to day 3 of this trip, and today we're going to the land of our culture, Bricklane. London has seen the rise and fall of so many different communities who have come and gone. No other neighborhood is a better reflection of just that, and is now coming up as a trendy little neighborhood in the heart of East London. However, 2 shops that have stood the test of time and have not moved at all are the bagel shops in Bricklane. These bakeries specialize in smoked meat and bagels and have a bit of a friendly rivalry going on between them. One claims to be the original bagel shop, while the other is seemingly the more popular one, selling smoked beef in between bagel buns accompanied by the sensory kick of English mustard. Instant first reactions just from visuals is that this one seems like a lot prettier of a sandwich. The actual chunks of salted beef is thinner, so that it's almost like they chop it up as opposed to the other shop where it's just big hunks of meat. So maybe that will have an impact on the texture. Me and my sister, who was visiting from Bristol, actually went to both of these to see which is better, and our verdict is as follows. Like final verdict, I think we're gonna give the winner to this one, solely because even though the meat is less seasoned in my opinion, I just think that there are too many good things for the other one to win. After laying down our verdict on what the best bagels in town were, we walked over to Spitalfield Market. A historical market that started off selling fruits and vegetables to the common working class folk of industrial era London, which has now turned into a market with food, fashion, art, and music. People watching over a cup of cha from Chai Guys is a lot of fun here. After a little stopover at Spitalfields, we were back on the road for a bite, and pizza is what we craved next. Now, London isn't necessarily earth-shatteringly known for their pizza scene. But to be honest, Paulie's pizza in Shoreditch was quite surprising. Great sourdough bread, and the pizza had good burn spots and really solid flavor. Truly can't ask more from the humble pie. Anthony Bourdain is one of my biggest inspirations for food and travel. And one restaurant he has stood on business about is St. John's. I booked a reservation 3 months before flying to London because it's nearly impossible to get a spot, and it has been a bucket list restaurant for me for years. And given that I consider myself an adventurous eater, I have never had my taste buds pushed this much to the limit. Now, was it the best food I ate in London? Probably not. But the entire experience, from how kind the staff were, to the location, to the food, heck, to even the bathroom, really left me fulfilled and in so much gratitude. Wow, what an interesting meal. Some of those items on that menu literally tests your limits as a foodie and an adventurous eater, which is so cool. Everything tastes so good, even if they're meant to be funky. I'm so impressed by St. John's. Damn, that was amazing. On the second half of this trip, I explored lesser known neighborhoods in London and ate even more quintessential classic British foods. So subscribe for that episode and catch you guys in the next one. See ya.